Good morning, friends who are seeing this. I think it's still going live. I'm still getting my stuff ready. Make sure I have everything how I need it to be. I think that I have stuff good. I got my coffee here with Ivan. It says, "Good morning, my little fox." And I needed some Sloan energy today. I need some Sloan energy. Good morning, Monet. Thanks for being on top of it. Hi, Annalie. Yeah, Melissa, back again. Girl, you don't have to do that. We talked. You're awesome. Sorry, I'm going to send this out, so don't mind me. Well, everybody gets here. I'm going to do that. Got going a little later than I planned to today, but that's okay. You know, there's no schedule but the one that I make. So I love that. Mm-hmm. I like set it up a little different than I normally do, so I'm just getting it. Oh, y'all are popping on here. Hi, Lexi. Oh, hi, Steph, Candace, Monica. I've been having to switch between my computers again because I need to figure out what's going on with my Chromebook. It keeps popping off and on of my internet and fucking me over when I'm doing live shows. And it's very frustrating. But I'm using my Surface, and my Surface is the one that will freeze sometimes. So if I just disappear, just know that I'll be back. But I got to get it figured out because my Chromebook is not old. This computer is like 5 years old, so it's understandable to some degree, even though the only things that I do with it is like booktube stuff. You know, it's not like I'm hardcore gaming on it or doing any of that, but whatever. Oops. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and tell me what you're reading. Monet's already on top of it. I'll share that in just a minute. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. Hold on. Tell me what you're reading, and then I will get started with the makeup. Let's see, I think I can do this and show the chat. Oh, full screen mode. Oh, I think I can only do it like that. I don't know. Sorry. I'm almost done, I promise. And then I'll pay attention to you guys. I love y'all. I love that you are always willing to jump on whenever I'm like, hey, I'm randomly going to do this. You guys are so good to me. It is one of the positives of having a community, I will tell you that, because my close friends and my channel members know that the last month has been really tough, and I'm not a whiner, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hit you when shit happens, you know? Shit happens and you need to know who your people are, right? Everyone's hopping in here. Sorry, I'm getting my mirror ready. As usual, I just have my bare face done. Those who missed it, this is iced coffee though, because it's way too hot. The number of comments that I get from people who aren't used to it, who are like, what's that annoying noise in her background? And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't live in a studio. I don't have central air. I have a fucking air conditioner from 1980. No, it's probably not that old, but these apartments are old that I live in. And that's what I got. So You can either have videos where the sound is weird, or you can have none at all. You know, it's one of those where I just got to be like, hey, I don't want to sweat like a pig in high summer. So we're having the air on. Sorry. I know most of you are cool with this, but I get frustrated when those comments pop up because it's always from someone new who doesn't know you. But then you have to like explain it where they're like, is it just me or is the sound weird? And I'm like, yeah, the sound's weird because it's 100 degrees and I have to have the air on. And even my, I'm full rant mode. You're having to deal with it. Where is it? I've been using this lavalier mic. You guys know, you've probably seen it, this big honking thing in my videos. And I think that it does focus my sound better. And it's just always the beginning of the video when the sound starts is always kind of harsh. So I'm trying to be better at that and like say some nonsense words at the beginning so that I cut them out. Because it's always when I say the first words, I'm like, hi, this is Jen. I always say that very loud. And so the beginning of my videos is always like really loud. Anyway, just rambling. All right, now I'm going to go back and see what you guys are reading, and then we'll get going. Everyone's saying good morning. Yes, Monet is reading. She started Rewriting the Stars. That's the last one in the series, right? That's such a good one. Studies and languages. Well, hello from Brazil. I know that this friend of mine here is from Brazil as well. She's like, hello. I always love doing these in the morning, you know, because I get my people from all over. Listening to The Lady Chosen. Nice. Yeah, that live show is tomorrow on Crystal's channel. Looking forward to that. Oh, look, everybody's sending some things. My friend Jo. We're saying hello to Jo. She's messaging me. It's in the eye. Did you guys know that in your Instagram chats you can change the background to be pretty? Like this one is space and stuff. And yesterday I just wanted all of my conversations to look happy. So I went through, and for all of my best friends, I gave us fun backgrounds. So anyway. Okay. Dorian, sorry, I hope I said that right. Started ACOTAR. First time reading. Oh, that's great. I know I was saying this on my Instagram that I reread A Court of Mist and Fury on Sunday. That's like all that I did. I mean, I read something else after I finished it, but like I'm going to talk about here in a minute, I was having a pretty bad book slump, and I talk about that on my weekly wrap up last week. And book slumps look different for everybody. So I'm whatever you want to say, like I'm very privileged that my book slump still meant that I read 9 books. And I know that, like, I know that is still an obnoxious amount. But 2 things. Number 1, I wasn't loving a lot of the books I was reading, besides the books I was getting to reread for my patrons. So having patrons constantly pick the books that I already love is like one of the best things for my mental health. Because if I'm struggling, I can be like, you know what? I get to go reread a JT Geisinger because someone's picked that, you know. Or I'm rereading right now. I think this is for Gentlemen. I can't remember. I'm rereading one of my favorite books ever, and annotating that. And that's just like the best thing for my mental health ever. So I'm very happy that I did that. But I wanted to listen to A Court of Mist and Fury with no interruptions, with nothing in my way. And that's what I was able to do on Sunday. I started at 10 a.m. and I finished at 10 a.m. and I listened to the graphic audio nonstop. And it was exactly what I needed. And I feel like maybe my book slump is busted. So happy about that. The Longing of Lone Wolves, that is on my TBR for sure. The thing is now, I don't know when I'm going to get to that. If I don't get to it this year, it's going in my Pharaoh Fed PBR. But I'm hopeful I'll get to it before that. But my TBR already for the rest of the year looks super full. Making my way through Ransom. Yeah, the book club for that, they're doing Ransom, right? Jessica and Samantha. Are they doing that one? Excited. Lily is reading Pestilence. Cool. Heather's been in a slump, but you finished Cemetery Boys. Nice. Ooh, you're reading an arc. I just started an arc last night too for the next Adelaide Forest that's coming out. And I was a little bit nervous because some of her books all of her books are very dark. And I just didn't know if I was in the mood for it. But I am. And I'm really liking it. So that one comes out soon. Melody. Hey, my girl. I really need to read this week, but since it's off, she's doing some binding. That's right. Girl's always working on it. Melissa, I'm reading A Love Letter to Whiskey and The Lady Chosen, but didn't realize how long it was. Yes, I know. And I'm not obviously going to spoil anything because we have book club tomorrow, but I forgot how long Stephanie Lawrence books are. This is true. And next month we're doing Kathleen Woodwis, which I happen to have right here because I'm going to be filming my TBR. And that one is, let's see, this one is over 500 pages. But there's supposed to be an audiobook for this because one of the reasons we waited so long to do a Kathleen Woodwis, Crystal's been wanting to do for a while, which I completely understand. I just also am very hesitant to do them, but I love the conversations we have about old school romance. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. But yeah, this one's 500 pages, but there's an audiobook. So we shall see. This copy, I think, was the copy that I got from Jessen for Christmas. I think it was this one, or did she get me a different one? I don't know, but this is one of the first editions for it. So love that. Eleanor Shelby is reading Hard Sell by Hudson Lynn. That is a good book. I can't wait to see if there's more in this series. I don't know. I like both of them. Businessy, very both of them. Well, one of the books in the series was a brother's best friend, and then the other one was a boss employee, and their gay romances are very good. I made a book, Slept with Romance, so I finished The Risk last night by S.T. Abbey, but it didn't wow me. Hey, Cheryl. Sorry, I'm catching up to everybody, and then I need to start on my makeup. I always end up talking and not getting my makeup done. Just started the audio for Morning Glory Milking Farm, and it's out on AnyPlay today. Oh my gosh, Caroline. That must be with the new cover. Crystal was just sharing the new cover. Oh, man. Those books, though, they have hit fire. Good evening from Debbie in Australia. Hello, Debbie. That's right. Are you 14 hours ahead of me? So is it almost midnight where you are, or is it 12 hours? I don't know. Whenever I talk with Mary, there's only a couple of windows, when I'm going to bed and when I'm awake that she's awake. So Randy is doing Broken Vows by Geisinger. So you must mean Brutal Vows. Broken Vow is Sophie Lark. Brutal Vows is Geisinger. I mix them up all the time as well. But if it's by Geisinger, you must mean Brutal Vow, right? Brutal Vows. Love that one. Steel King. Yes, I love that people are doing that. Okay, I'm catching up to where people are at. And you've got my back. Thank you. I love you guys so much. And Lexi, she said it just came out for the Morning Glory Milking Farm. It sounds like that's awesome. You've got my back. Thank you. Steph is in a slump, so she's rereading Ice Planet Barbarians. Love it. I just got the third one at my Barnes & Noble yesterday. Very beautiful. Cheryl's also reading Still King. Love it. Melissa, it's way too hot to not have the air on. Yes, you always look very warm, but you also have a pool. So we do not have many pools in Fargo. We have a couple public pools. And obviously during the summer, they are filled with kids. And I'm just not here for it. You're reading the third book. Perfect. Perfect. Wish I had air co. Yep, I feel it. Always baffled when creators are like, let me turn off my air. Right. Well, Lexi, part of it is people bitch at you. And sometimes it's just easier. Like, the mistake that I made is that I turned my air off last night because, the temperature dipped like 30 degrees because we had a rainstorm. And so I turned the air off to save a little bit of money, right? Like, heating and cooling costs have already went up a lot with whatever, and I try to keep the costs low if possible. We try to do that. I'll show you my makeup while I keep going through these questions. I'm going to be using the Naked 3 one again, mostly because it's easy to grab. A lot of my palettes are very large, so this is the one that I got, the Urban Decay one that I got for a steal of only $10 the last time we had a chat. So these are the color palettes because that's going to match what I'm wearing today. So that's what I'm going to use. And so if my air's been on all night, then when I film, because I always try to film right away in the mornings before the light gets too wonky or whatever, and I can turn the air off and film a video and it doesn't warm up, so I can do that. But last night I turned it off to save some money and because it had cooled, but then I woke up and it was all ready. So now my air has to catch up. So if I have my air on continuously, I can get away with it, Anyway, more stuff you don't need to know, right? It doesn't matter. But hold on, I'm getting my makeup out now. I need to go through my makeup bag and throw some brushes away, clean out some shit. What do we want to do today? Okay. Sarah, just finished Manacled based off of my rec and I'm ruined. It was amazing. I may reread it in chronological order. Yeah, I want to try that. Funny you should mention it. But I have the beautiful copy that Mel made me right here. It's beautiful. This one's supposed to be for a giveaway, but like I said, I'm probably going to wait until I hit a really good milestone because I don't want to give this away to anybody yet. But I already have a copy, and I would hate to be that selfish person who's like, I have 2 copies that people have given me. But it's fucking gorgeous because Mel is the most talented person ever. It's sitting right beside me because I'm putting it in, it's going to be in a video I'm doing today. Spoiler alert, I talk about Manacle all the time. You don't even hear anything weird. Thank you, Annalie. I'm always worried about it. Reading closely, Harvard. You still don't understand what caused the feud between the Baileys and the Havens. Well, you're going to find out. Whoop. Hi, Brandy. Good morning. Thanks for popping in. When I'm in a slump, I read a lot of books but don't enjoy them and end up with 2 to 3 stars. Yes. Totally happens. Truly Madly Deadly by Hannah Jane. Nice. Got another brandy. Got a couple brandies. Your phone kept backing up. Oh, that's okay. I didn't see it. About to start your arc for The Crush by Carla Sorensen, and you love my TBR videos. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm going to film one today. Jen, could you tell me if The Northman is worth the read? Also, what is the steam level? Could you reiterate which Northman and by whom do you mean? Because there's a couple books that are popping to my head, Mana. So please retell me who you mean, and then I will let you know. Hey, Jen, hope you got the book that you sent me. Christina, did you send me this? Was that you? Because I couldn't find you on Instagram if this was you. It is also right beside me because it's going to be on my TBR in August, so good choice. I'm going to try to read this for the readathon if this is you, because I think it said it was Christina from Wisconsin. Is that you? Are you Christina from? Is it Wisconsin? There wasn't a note inside. There was just your address on the outside, and then I couldn't find you on Instagram. So again, tell me if this was you, because if it was, I got it, and thank you. It fits my my prompts for a forbidden romance and a priest romance for the dark versus light readathon. So if that's you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, Joe. Just finished Steel King and moving on to Raven Knight. Love it. I film in a closet, so I'm turning on a fan. Oh yeah, I literally don't have a closet that's big enough. You could always sit with an ice pack. But that would just get wet. Because it's my face that gets hot. It's okay. It's more so that, like, I just have to film with, like, now that I have my mic, it's, like, honestly, it's way better. Obviously, like, this is a pretty cheap mic, so it does crackle a little bit and do that, but hey, man, until I start making, like, $5,000 a month doing this, which we're many years from that, that's the mic that we're going to get. So it's just going to have to work. I need to throw out some old makeup and wash my brushes. Yeah, girl, I feel it. I actually don't have access to the water heater because of the apartment that I live in. So that's a good advice, but I don't have access to it, unfortunately. It's so freaking gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's see, where are we at? Anyone who tells you to turn your AC off while you film can bite rocks. Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. Christina, it was you. Okay, well, thank you so much. I did get it. I get to my P.O. box about once a week. I try to. But I don't get stuff sent there super consistently. So it's usually when I'm sending out packages that I go. And then it's nice to have it. Fun one. What's the name of that book where a girl crashes her car or something and gets sent to that mental health school? Can anybody help Ben out? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Unless that's the Nicole Fiorini. Does that one have that? I never finished that book. And so my memory is struggling. Sorry, Jen, the book series I meant was Men of the North. Okay, no worries. I thought that's what you meant, but I was like, there also is a book like called The Northman. That's a Viking romance, so I just want to make sure. Okay. Wow. Okay, I haven't read those in quite a while. I read the first 5, and then I kind of I stopped for a while. But I'm trying to remember. It's probably a 3. I don't think they were anything extremely erotic because this is people who haven't been having sex at all. So any kind of sexy stuff is pretty big deal for them. But I mean, there was a fair amount of it because they're very horny people too for not having they don't make babies with sex. So the men are pretty horny up there. I don't know. Christina, I don't have an Instagram or Facebook, got rid of them. Yeah. No, that's fine. I just, when I get sent a book, I try to take, because I put it on my Insta story when I got it, and I try to take people so that I can be like, look, I got it. Thank you. So I applaud you for staying off of Instagram and Facebook. And after some of the drama I had in the last month, I wanted to stay off of Instagram too, which kind of brings us to some stuff, which at the advice of some great friends, I'm not going to get too much into because I don't need my words to be able to be used against me. And I've been pretty heated and pretty upset off and on the past month. And again, sorry to be cryptic, but since this one is live for everybody, anyone can see, I'm not going to go to extreme detail about this, but those of you who are channel members, I filmed my 90-day update, right? Sorry, my computer is like, I'm like freezing off and on. So if I go black, like I said, I will be back. But let me just put that up. So anyway, I filmed a 90-day self-employment update, right? Because it's been 3 months now, which y'all have blessed me so much in that time. I'm gonna put my eyes on while I do this. But I filmed my update because I was like, wow, I should update everyone with it. Ben, it looks like it's Stay With Me. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but I never finished that book, but I think that's what it is. And I was feeling kind of hurt when I was filming my update because I was still kind of ruminating on some accusations that were leveled at me, and honestly, accusations that are being leveled at lots of people in the romance community, and being told that we're cliquey and shit, which that's only one part of it. But like, people do realize that like cliques aren't the same thing when you're an adult, you know? For me, I don't consider myself in a clique. I consider myself in a friendship group. Like, that's what happens. You only have so much room for your inner circle. Otherwise, it's not an inner circle anymore, you know? And you can be on good speaking terms and be friends with many people and still only have a small group of inner people. Like, for my personal self, I have about 6 people who are romance, but like, if we're talking to me, I have about 6 people that are my like inner circle that I talk to weekly, if not daily. Then I have a much bigger circle where like I am willing to, like, I'm still there willing to talk about anything someone wants to talk about. I'm there to collab with them if they want. I would love to be on live shows with those people. I just think they're great people. You just only have so much room and so many hours in the day to talk to everyone, you know? Anyway, I'm getting off the track already. But anyway, the point being, there are these like accusations going around about certain things. And if you've been in the community for any amount of time, you know that these issues are cyclical. They come up in Facebook groups. They come up on BookTube. They come up on Instagram, and they come up on TikTok. They always come up. People always act like they're revolutionary and like, oh, the BookTube world is being shaken by this. And it's like, no, this fucking happens once a year, if not more than that. And normally I can just ignore it. But now that my channel and my following is a little bit bigger, now I'm someone who's kind of a target for those things. And anyway, again, I'm not going to go into full details on this. My channel members, dedicated diva level and up, they all have access to this video where I did my 90-day update. And one of the sections I was talking about my mental health, okay? And first off, just to say, that video will not be made public because when I watched it back and was editing it, I realized that I was letting my emotions get out just a little too much. And not that I need to hide my emotions or anything, but I was just letting them get a little too away with me and opening myself up a little bit too much in a way that I'm not going to do. Not that I won't always be willing to talk about anything, but I don't need to share my inner heart with people who won't respect it and who will only be looking to attack me. I hope that makes sense. Like, I'm willing to answer any question directly that someone asks me. Absolutely. No doubt I will. But when people are looking for things to use against you, they're going to do that. And it doesn't matter what a good place you come from, they're always going to misconstrue it. So when I was filming that video, which is like 45 minutes long, I got a little spiral talking about my mental health and the things that had hurt me and had been putting me into a book slump because I was overthinking everything and getting very nervous, because one of the main reasons why I didn't want to do full-time YouTube was because it's very hard to get space once you are doing this as a career, right? Like, I'm not in a place where I'm making enough money a month that I cannot be making videos, okay? Like, when I would always get asked in previous years, like, would you do this full time? I was like, when I hit 50K, I will do it full time. And y'all know I lost my job when I was at like 13K, right? And I didn't have a choice because, well, I mean, I had a choice. I had a choice to go get another job, or I had a choice to devote myself to this. And so my Patreon has been literally a lifesaver, because not only is that supplementing my income, but now YouTube is throttling videos all the time. They're trying to push us to make shorts and to make the kind of content that they want us to make. And my, like, besides the first month that I went independent, whatever we're calling it, my money from YouTube has went down significantly every month. And it's not because really my, like, I don't know. I shared this in my story the other day for my friends that I found a video by Shadiversary. I don't know if you follow him. He's a nerd content creator. He does analysis of like medieval swords, and he's a nerd. I love Shadiversary. He's from Australia. I really like him. And he made a video proving that YouTube is not showing his videos to his subscribers. And that's why I made that short on YouTube yesterday, where I was like, please, if you follow me, make sure you hit notifications, because even if you're subscribed to me, YouTube isn't showing you my videos. And it's not just a matter of making money, even though it is, because this is my full-time business. It's the fact that if you've subscribed to me, you should have the choice to have my video show up in your subscriber feed so that you can watch it. And when YouTube isn't showing you my videos and you're subscribed to me, they're literally taking money out of my pocket. And the way that you're able to tell this, and that's the thing, is he was very clear in his video. He's like, I'm not just whining that I'm not making the same amount of money. He's like, I analyze the data. I work through this. Sorry, literally haven't put any makeup on. And he's like, I have proof. And so if you watch this video, which it's literally, if you go to Shadiversary, it's just how it sounds, Shadiversary. It's the video that says I'm struggling. And he shows proof. He's like, go look at your click-through rate and how many people YouTube is showing your video to. And you can see that some videos they're just not showing to people at all. And so I was wondering why my subscribers had gone down, like not how many that I have, but how many new ones I'm getting. I usually get 600 to 800 new subscribers a month. And in the last 2 months, month over month, I've had less than 300 new subscribers a month, which makes you think, like, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? Yeah, Shadiversary. So yeah, and obviously, I mean, Brandy's right. I'll go through these comments in a second. Like, there are things you can do to try to overcome the algorithm, but it's just fucking stupid that like people who are subscribed to you aren't seeing your videos, and YouTube is saying, if you want these videos to go to your people, you need to do what we want you to do. But that's why I never wanted to rely on YouTube to pay my bills, because they do shit like this. And then even once I have a consistent income that's coming from YouTube, they make a change, and that has dropped by literally 40%. My income's dropped from YouTube. It's been holding steady with my Patreon, obviously. So thank you to everyone who does that. Hi, Billy. Welcome. I'm mid-rant here, so sorry about that. It's why I didn't want to rely on that, you know? But when I lost my job, I was like, well, let's just do it, you know? And so thank God for Patreon, and thank God for you guys who do still watch my stuff. But YouTube is literally like throttling me. So anyway, my point with all of that, mixed with my performance dropping, even though I'm making more videos than ever, like honestly, I make more videos and more content than ever. And then mixed with the personal attacks that I was getting, I was just having a tough time. So basically, since I got home from the YouTube trip in the beginning of June, and then till now, so almost 2 months, it's been very difficult for me. And you guys are still always a course of joy. And I've still read, it's not like I still haven't read 40 books a month, but my quality of reading just hasn't been great. And there've just been lots of conversations with my friends, and I'm feeling really sad. And I'm like, you know what? I can't just step back and take a break. Like, I have to keep being on Instagram, and I have to keep being on YouTube to keep myself seen and to keep the algorithms happy and to keep making content for you, because I love you guys. Like, I want to be making videos for you because you comment on them and you tell me such sweet things. And when I did put up that video for my channel members, I had almost every person who watched the video message me in some way and tell me that they're proud of me and that they love my stuff and that I bring them joy. And I was like, I just got to remember that, So basically what it is, and I don't care what anyone thinks of this, I'm going to block anyone who has cruel things to say. Not critiques, because I'm plenty happy to have advice or critiques, but specifically on my Instagram or my YouTube, I'm blocking it because I don't fucking need to hear it. Like, I open myself up to the world. Like, that's what we do when we're on social. But I'm here to talk about the books, not to have a critique of my character or critique of what kind of person people think I am. If they don't like that, stop watching. Just leave. Or keep your mouth shut. I'm here to tell you what books you should read. I'm here to tell you what books I liked and maybe you will like. And I'm here to do readathons and deep dive into our favorite things. But I'm not here to say that or listen to people critique who they think I am as a person. Because guess what? It's not that I put on a persona. It's just that I only show people so much. So people don't fucking know who I am. You don't know who I am. I'm a genuine person, but I don't show everything because I'm not stupid. I don't completely open my heart to strangers on the internet, because as much as I love you all, and I really do mean that, I honestly mean it. I care about you. Like, I don't know you. So I'm not going to worry about your opinion of me, Anyway, that's a lot. I'm going to go back through some of these, and I need to finish my fucking makeup so we can keep going. Whoop. Thanks so much. I also found your Amazon and the books you speak about. That's very helpful. Great. Yeah, Brandy has a lot of advice, by the way, so we're going to look at some of hers. Definitely feel like booktubers pair off in groups, especially if you click with your personality and books you enjoy. Yeah, it just naturally happens, man. It just does. And it's who you end up doing stuff with. And those groups change around, like if you've been on RomanceTube or BookTube for a while, like, who the friend groups are, and that things trade off, your reading taste change. Like, I was part of fantasy BookTube when I started, and I had a whole other different group of friends that I hung out with and that I did collabs with. And then I wanted smutty fucking and romance and dark stuff, and they still want to keep reading fantasy. So you find your new groups of people. I needed happy, fluffy, sexy men to get me through the pandemic. And so that's what I did, That is so dumb. Honestly, it just sounds like people who are jealous that their favorite creators don't give them personal attention. Yeah. Well, I think it's partly that. And I also think it's trolls who want to make, and I'm sorry to use this word, but they want to make their agenda your problem and put the problems of the world onto me. And I'm like, I'm recommending romance books. I don't know who you think I am. Like, I'm not a political crusader. I'm just not. And when they're like, well, that means you don't care. I'm like, no. It means that BookTube for me is for books and it's for romance. And we can talk about those issues, but not if you're going to start wagging your finger at me. There was a certain comment made about me on a video, I'm speaking, that said, I expected better of this person. That's what I have to say to that. I don't care what you expect of me. You're not Jesus or my mama or anyone I care about their opinion, so fuck off. I need to calm down because my whole point was I'm not going to freak out with this. We definitely get too emotionally invested sometimes, and it can become overwhelming. Yes. People want their 15 minutes of fame at the expense. Just keep ignoring them. Well, thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Well, and that's the thing, like, that I constantly say with my friends is I'm like, I didn't just wake up one day and have 15,000 followers, okay? I didn't just, poof, magically happen. I've been doing this for 5 fucking years. So if someone else wants a platform, get going, get started at it. And then you can say what you want on your channel and you'll find people that want to listen to you. But don't push it on me. Like, I worked very hard to cultivate this and to make it I'm sorry I keep saying it, a safe space, a welcoming place, let's say that, a no shame zone for whatever you want to read, okay? I don't have to agree with it, but I can cheer you on and say, you go, you read that. You go, Glen Coco, go read what you want. I really don't appreciate the push for shorts and to be more like TikTok. Yeah, I'm here for the long form content. I want the longer videos and the deeper discussions. If I wanted short videos, I'd go to TikTok. Yeah. And Samantha, the thing that I am going to try to do, because it's, again, it's not even just that I want to continue having the level of content or the level of subscribers that I do, because obviously I do, like, this is part of my business. I want to be successful. But I think what I'm going to try to do, and I got this advice actually from Mr. Lark when I got to see them, excuse me, is when I'm filming a video that's going to go up, I'm going to try to film like a 1-minute teaser. So I'm going to try to put out shorts and TikToks. They're going to be the same video, and have it be a teaser for my YouTube. So I don't want any content that's a short to be an exclusive thing, because then if you're my regular follower, you can just be like, I don't need to watch her short because it's going to be in a long term. But if that's going to help YouTube push people to my videos, I'm going to have to do it. That's what marketing is. That's how you do that. But it's still frustrating because I'm like, you are literally the place for long form content. TikTok is trying to be like YouTube, and YouTube's trying to be like TikTok. Like, TikTok's allowing you to do 10-minute videos. I don't want to watch 10-minute videos on TikTok. I'll do that here. Anyway, I knew I was going to end up talking for a long time today because I've just had a lot built up. But anyway, to close out the loop about the 90-day wrap-up, I'm going to refilm that video and make it shorter, hit the points I need to hit. I'm still going to talk about my mental health because people deserve to know that. And they deserve to know that even the people they think are happy and having a great time, that they struggle too. But I'm not going to devolve into the specifics as much as I did. Also, the day that I filmed that video is a day that a different video came out, which, again, I'm not like pointing fingers. I filmed my video before I watched that video. Like, I swear, like, I was filming it, and when I got done filming, I had messages from friends like, you should check this out, and I was like, okay. But then I was like, wow, this video is going to seem like it's a clap back, and I'm not. Like, people are allowed to say what they want to say about me. I'm just also allowed to not have to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, if people want to say to me, like, I expected better from her, well, like, they can say that. Sorry, I got to pluck a hair. But I didn't need a video that I filmed to come across as a clapback and like I was critiquing that person's critique, because that's not, I don't care. This Anyway, I probably have enough people now who are seeing this and are going to think that anyway. So, as a consumer of content, it's also frustrating that YouTube won't show me the videos posted by channels I follow. Yeah. And that's got to be true. I want to do another like small YouTuber shout out video because it's been a while since I've done one. And so what I do is, like, as I find small romance booktubers, I follow their stuff. And then when I'm ready to do one of these videos, I like go back and look them up, and I will watch them and see who I like and who I want to recommend and everything. And I follow hundreds of people, and there's like 30 that I see show up in my feed, you know, and it's just disheartening. It's disheartening. Jen, I love your videos. From out of context here, but I literally have been trying to recommend you The Dubious Consent by Charmaine Pauls. We shall see. I'm reading. Have you put it in my book rec form? My book rec form, you can find it in the bottom of any of my videos. If you've put it in the book rec form, I have seen it. But I have about 600 books in there. So I pick some every month, and we'll just have to see, okay? YouTube and Instagram want to compete with TikTok, so they keep pushing for short form. I hate short form content you can't express. Yeah, absolutely. Everything becomes muddy and loses the uniqueness when constantly trying to be each other. Yeah, I know. It's so frustrating. Jen, you don't need this BS in your life. Yeah, that's right. Heck no, I don't. Throw the drama people out on their asses. Thank you. I love you. Definitely block jerks. You don't need that drama or stress. I love your recommendations. Thanks, Brandy. And yeah, I have no compunction over it. And then one of the people who blocked me is like, and then I was blocked by this booktuber, and I don't know why. And I'm like, you don't fucking know why? You're delusional. Don't fret over bullies. Thank you. I love you guys. Recently finished Bright Like Wildfire and loved it. Oh, Melissa, I'm glad it was more than 3 stars. Yeah, books have been tough for me. Thanks for having my back, Dorianne. I know that it feels like I'm pushing you off to a channel, but I promise you, I pick books from it every month. I'm doing for the Romance Takeover Readathon, I'm reading exclusively books from the form. So when I'm going to be filming my TBR once I'm done talking and have finished this, and I have like 8 books that are all from the form. Because if you put in the description, if you put the tropes, then when I have to make my TBR for it, hold on, let me show you. Find a picture. Here's my blank TBR board. I wrote all the tropes that I'm planning to do, and I just pull up my form because it's in an Excel spreadsheet, and I Control F priest romance. And then I look and see if anybody's recommended me one. Or I Control F forced pregnancy and it comes up, you know, like I honestly use that form all the time. So it may take me years and years to get through this form, but I will. Think of the internet as a workplace. You don't have to share everything with your coworkers. Yeah, absolutely. It's none of their business. I love your channel. Very good content. Thank you. People need to grow the fuck up. Yes, they do. Hi, Warda. Hello, my friend. I'm glad you just finished work. Oh, I love you too. I love you so much. Hello, Susan. You're from the UK, right? Yeah. BookTube, Bookstagram is for books. I don't care about your political opinion or agenda or anything else. I subscribe to you for books. I don't get why that's so hard for people to understand. Stephanie, I want to put that on my forehead. You know what? I should put that statement on my little sign and just have it in the back of everything. Like, seriously. That doesn't mean people can't make videos where they want to talk about that. Like, because they want to use their platform for that, that's fine. But don't force me to use my platform for that. Because guess what? Maybe I don't agree with you. So if I used my platform for what I wanted to, it would be different than yours. And then you'd hate me. So just leave me the fuck alone. Good Lord. You don't need to talk about those issues. As a matter of fact, I get tired of everything mixing together. Thank you. Love the persuasion breakdown. Thank you. That was an interesting thing, but I was very thrilled with how many people were then watching the old one, and also how many people were watching North and South the other day. Very excited to rewatch that myself. I'm saving it until I get some of my stuff done because I still have 2 more books to annotate for the month. All right, I got to keep going. Do my eyebrows next. And that's why I love watching you. Support you 100%. Fuck the trolls. Thank you. I love it. There's Discord for every social media platform. Some people need to feel validated by having their negativity acknowledged. Yes, Alana, so true. Melissa. Oh, just rambling about my mental health. Oh, boy. Sorry, I got to block a troll here who's trying to get us to join his dating app. Yep. I know. Sorry. I'm way behind in the comments, so I just now got to the dirty person. Sorry about that. Instagram wants us to keep making reels, and I just want to post my cards. Yeah, Brittany, and I just saw a book box that wants you to make so many reels a month. And I was like, I'm not applying for that. I'm not making reels. So frustrating. I enjoy reading romance because of you. You've encouraged me to read some great books. Oh, I'm so glad, Monet. You read a lot now. I love that. Oh, I've read your comment. What's the matter? I mean, thanks for having my spam. I need to make a couple of you guys moderators next time. I'll have to remember to do that. Oh my gosh, here's more. I'm sorry. I'm way behind these. I don't have any of my mods here because they're busy. I'm sorry, everyone's spamming shit. I think I got them all. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Thank you guys. There's all the spam ones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm missing them. I'll try to be caught up. Thank you for my videos. Thank you, Melissa. I was really letting the naked HD get away with shit. So, sorry. Aw, thanks, Mackie. You're great. Yeah, I don't know. Jealousy it's an ugly thing. I literally don't read a lot of stuff you comment about, and I love watching you talk about books. Thank you. Currently reading Declan by Shay Savage. Great. Okay. I need to keep going with the makeup. We're almost an hour in, and I haven't went past eyeshadow. Okay, so that was one of the main topics I wanted to talk about, and that feels good. So yeah, I also kind of said what my plan is. My plan is to keep doing what I'm doing, but also to make some shorts that explain the videos that I have. That's what I'm thinking of doing. We'll see. I really don't want to do that. But if I want YouTube to be promoting me, I gotta do it, you know? Okay, so I have a lot of videos I'm going to film today once I'm finally ready for this. My channel members voted on a video called Books That Changed My Reading Tastes, so I'll be filming that one. So that's going to be, I kind of picked, what I did is like I picked a book from like every category that I read basically, and like what's the first book that I read in that category. So like my first student teacher, my first gay romance, my first mafia romance, and I'm going to like talk about that. And whether I even still like that book now, you know. Then I'm going to film my my August TBR, which will also have my TBR for the Romance Takeover Readathon Light versus Dark Edition. Very excited to do that the first week of August. And then I'm going to film my exclusive Patreon review for A Ruin of Roses. Spoiler alert, it's a pretty ranty one. So, there's still time to join the Patreon if you want to get the exclusive review. The book that was picked by patrons to read in August was Moonrise by Inez Johnson, which is a like paranormal. I fell for your, like I was supposed to be with your brother, but it's like a paranormal while you were sleeping. So like she's pretending to be the fiance of the person who got hurt. I think it's paranormal. Yes, because the brother, he goes to visit his brother and his fated mate is sitting by his brother's bedside. So very interested in that one. So that's going to be the exclusive book for August. And I think those are all the videos that I'm doing today. So, speaking of makeup, how have you been finding the Fenty lip stain? Is it worth the buy? So, I'm actually going to put that on today again. I like it. I do. I just haven't wore lip stain much lately because I haven't went anywhere. I feel like the stain that it leaves behind is really nice, but the luscious side of it, if you don't like blot it yourself, it gets kind of like, it leaves uneven gaps everywhere. Does that make sense? So I put a good amount on and I try to let it dry really good, and then I'll like film a video or do something, and then I like blot it, and I've been putting like a gloss over it. So I don't know. I like it. I like this color, but I mean, it was worth it. It was worth it to try it. So, oh my gosh. I need to go get my eyebrows done so bad. Mio, I do not know when it's coming. She has not said anything. She said that once she got her Instagram back and Facebook back, that she would release it, and she hasn't. I have no idea when it's going to be, but I think she's taking some time off still, and there was like the book convention she just had. She just got engaged. She was on vacation in like Europe. So I don't know. I'm hoping she will drop it before the end of the summer, but I have no idea. Going to read Wolf and Duff for August. I got it mixed up. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Cheryl, I'm excited to meet you. We shall see. I'm going to try to keep it chill. My book cart should be coming on Thursday. I ordered one of those the rolly carts I've been using. I actually didn't pre-order too many books, but I want to leave it open to find more, but we'll see how many I buy, Cheryl. I might definitely need you to do that for me, which would be great. Thanks to you, I started reading a lot of books in English, and thanks, I've improved my English. Well, that's great. What tropes do you think are going to be the most popular going forward? I don't know, Simon. I'm really bad at guessing that stuff. This tweezer is a piece of shit. Come on. Yeah, I'm bad at guessing that stuff. I feel like Fated Mates, the podcast, is better at guessing. So I'm not sure. Aw, thanks, Melissa. Okay, whatever. We're moving along. That worked fine. Okay. Let's do my eyes, and then we'll be good. Bhavya, I've only read the ones by Kate C. Wells so far. I do have a Rejected Mate by, What's the author's name? I just downloaded one. Let me see. What is it? Is it by Coralie June? It's by Coralie June. I think that it's supposed to be a rejected mate. So I downloaded that one. But otherwise, I don't know. I apologize. That is not a trope I've read a lot of, but I want to. Okay, go ahead and throw me some more questions, because once I finish my eyes, I'm going to try to wrap this up in the next 15 minutes because I've been talking for too long, because I have, as I just said, a lot of videos to film. But thank you guys for being here and being supportive and letting me rant to you. Like I said, I hope my book slump is over now. It's been going really good, so I want to do that. Okay, let me see some questions. How do you read through books so fast? Well, it's a lot of practice, actually. I mean, this question comes up, but like, I don't do anything else. I've been reading a lot slower, actually, since I've been doing this full time, because I get distracted by everything. Like, I get way more distracted by everything, where when I had my office job, I had a audiobook in my earbud, and then I was like working. So I wasn't getting distracted by Instagram and YouTube. And now that I'm home, I get distracted all the time. But your reading speed, it increases the more you read. Like, it just does. It's like anything that you can improve. You can improve your reading speed. But I've just been doing it for almost 20 years, and I've gotten faster at it. So I'm sorry I don't have a great answer for that when people ask how I read fast, but yay. Okay, I'm glad you added the book. I will check it out. Have you read the Bear to You series? Yes, I did read it. I read it like 2 years ago, and I liked it. It definitely has the 2010s book style feel. The fact that there's 5 books in the series, and they kind of like go through the relationship patterns that you see in those kind of books. But they were very addicting. They were very fun. I enjoyed that couple. It was a good time. This live is a good way to start my booktube night. Also, hello from overseas. Oh, hello, Anna. I'm glad I can be a good start. The Crossfire series. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I don't like when some booktubers, like the one you referred to, try to police what I'm allowed to read. Eleanor, I feel the same way. Do I want to read what everyone else wants to read? No, I do not. But when at the beginning of your video, you say people who want to judge dark romance, they're forgetting that it's fiction. And then at the end of the video, you say this person is a WS for reading certain kinds of romance, and that not everyone deserves a happily ever after. It's very hard for me to take you seriously when you contradict yourself in your own video. There can be books you do not want to read because you think that it's too controversial or would make you uncomfortable. 1000%. But it doesn't make someone a WS because they want to try that book and see what it did for them. Just saying. And if that book were to have been read, I think the discussion would have been amazing. And though uncomfortable, would have been fantastic to discuss why we didn't like it or what was wrong about it. But instead it was like, no, you cannot read this because you are a WS for liking this book. And I'm like, okay. As you know, also didn't like the book, but I'm able to express my critiques with respect from another opinion. It shouldn't be so difficult. Yes. Okay. Yep. I'm moving along. I can't get caught up in it, but I agree with you. I gotta cool down. I'm very excited to room with my friends and to meet some people who will be there. I mean, obviously I'm excited to see the authors, but like I'm more excited to see my friends that are there. And I will be, once we like are getting closer to it, we'll probably pick a place to like hang out on Friday night and have like, I don't want to call it a meet and greet because I'm not like famous enough to do that, but maybe we'll like meet at like one of the shopping places or have dinner somewhere together if people are going to be in the area. And I'm freaking excited for that. Sorry, this is going to dry if I take too long. So give me a second. Okay. I just got the okay to work on a big clear line fanfic. Oh my god, you're gonna have to tell me what that is, because I want to read it. I get way too distracted. Get distracted by other things that slows you down. Yep. I read ebooks from free sources, most probably not so legal because I can't afford books. What's your opinion on people reading from legal sources? I mean, I'm not going to shake my finger at anyone. Okay? I'm not going to do that because I definitely did that at different times in my life too. But I'm also love a lot of authors. I'm friends with a lot of authors, and that is hurtful to them, especially small authors, because every book that doesn't get read from a legal source is money that they don't get, and that could keep them from writing more books. But so that's my opinion. Do I think that makes someone a horrible person or that they should be arrested for it or shunned? No, I don't. But I also think that there's some things that we just can't have because they cost money. You know, like I can't have a Lamborghini. You know, I know that's a big example, but like I can't have all the tattoos I want because I can't afford it. Like I'm speaking from a place of privilege of having access to the books I want. But also, there are people who don't have access to things, and that doesn't mean they can have them just because they want them. Does that make sense? You asked for my opinion, and that's my opinion. But again, I'm not like shaming anyone for doing it. I'm just laying out the facts. There are fanfic that's free. There are, libraries that you can request books. A lot of us don't. If it's not there, we don't get it. Authors have sales all the time. You could be a reviewer and request books that you want. That's how a lot of people do it. So anyway, again, I'm not here to shame anybody. That was my opinion. I have the hardest time getting distracted when I want to read now that I'm a snail. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm glad reading brings help. Oh, hey, Jackie. I know. The problem is, Jackie, I'm just too tired to rant. I'm sick of ranting about it. I just want people to leave me the fuck alone. I'm too old to be policed by anyone. Yeah. Romances are happily ever after, happy for now. I know, Brandy. Don't get me started. And specifically something I was talking about with my friends behind the scenes is like, you literally read books about sleep demons and dragons and mafia who are legit evil in present time. And we read about them getting happily ever afters. Why is there a distinction? There's literally evil in any kind of, like in a lot of kinds of dark romance that we read. Okay. Should Carter fucking Mahoney have a happily ever after? No. She'll probably be in jail. But it's a romance. Anyway, the hypocrisy of it and literally the ignorance to say one thing and then the other, I don't understand it. But The Wolf and the Wolf 2, nice. I missed it. What is the event? Book conference. Yeah, it's called Wanderlust, and it's a book signing that is sponsored by Wander Aguirre, who is a photographer for lots of book covers. He's done a lot of really sexy covers. And it's in San Antonio on September 17th. I apparently picked the wrong book cons to attend. I know. I'm announcing this here too. I'm going to try to get into a Polycon for next year. The tickets go on sale on August 9th. Either way, it's in my calendar, whatever the day is. So I'm going to try to go to that one. But I'm glad I'm starting with San Antonio because it's small. I know, Melissa, we told you to come hang out, but I'll still see you. We'll hang out on Saturday. It'll be great. Okay. I think I just have to go with this because I might have waited too long. But let me try adding one more coat on. Oh, no! Mother F. Put my mascara right between me. Shit. Stabbed myself. Dang it. I have to use a makeup wipe on that. Okay, any other questions from anybody? Thank you for coming to my rant. I'm sure this rant was more than I needed to do. I'll probably get flack for this one too, but also they'll have to sit through many minutes to get to the part that they want to bitch about. So well, hi, big sis. But I mean, I just want to reiterate, like, I'm not going to stop doing this but as I said, like, because this is my job now, it is tough on my mental health when I can't take a break and have to worry about my income dropping. That is really hard for me because when some of this drama is going on, I just want to fuck right off the internet and just take a break, you know? But I don't want to disappoint anyone. And I also want to still be able to eat, you know, this fabulous girl, she's got to eat her Wheaties, right? You know? So, because at previous times when there's drama, I would just be like, okay, text me or like DM me if you need anything. I'm going to stay off of Instagram for 3 days, you know? Or when some very big dramatic political thing happens and I know that everyone's fucking Instagram story is going to be, oh my God, the world is over, I can leave for a while, you know? But that's tough to do because if I back off, like, then my Instagram really suffers, you know? Which in turn makes the authors that I support suffer. But the more people that support my as channel members and as patrons, like, the more I'm able to, like, step back if I need to, and I can still post for them. And I know that, like, I'm not going to get any hate because you guys are my biggest fans. And so, yeah, like I said, doing this live show is a little bit self-indulgent today because I just needed the confidence boost. I haven't filmed much this week, but I am getting out of my book slump. Reese and Feyre helped me out, and it's going to be fine. You know, I'm going to be fine. The end of this week, I'm going to Duluth, Minnesota to see my best friend, Shauna. And we're going to hang out. So that's going to be good. Do I have any low smut romances? Anna, I do not have many of these. I do have a video that I've done quite a while ago about this. It's been a long time. I, off the top of my head, don't know which ones to tell you because I don't read a lot of low smut. The Son of the Survivalist series by Cherise Sinclair that I just read, those were pretty low smut. I mean, they still have open door sex, but it wasn't a ton. So there's that. That could be a good one. So I'm going to do my lips next, and then I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd have to think on that. I have been thinking about doing another video that was low smut, so maybe keep an eye out for that one, Anna. Okay? I envy you for all the BookCon events in the U.S. Maybe I'll try to go to one in London. Yeah. I mean, I wish that I had thousands of dollars to be able to do all of these. Like, the reason that's the other thing about like a Polycon is like, because my income's been a little bit lower, like it's a big commitment to pay for the Polycon one. I mean, at least I can, I don't have to buy the plane tickets for that right now, but I know the tickets for a Polycon are kind of expensive. With a romance take over Readathon, can you do a light book and then a dark book? Okay, real quick. I'll do some clarity for this because I know that it was confusing, but it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. Technically, like, read whatever you want, right? The romance takeover readathon is only so that more people will read, you'll read as much romance as you want, okay? I just did a theme this time because I thought it'd be fun. I'd done the light versus dark readathon 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun. So I was like, ooh, let's do this. This will be cool. So there aren't enough prompts for either dark or light for you to do like one entirely of that. So whatever prompts you pick, but you still pick your allegiance. So you're just going to pick your alignment. I was thinking like the morality chart, right? That's like neutral, evil, that's for like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff or whatever. So you pick your alignment and you pick a side. So if you pick the dark side, you'll do hashtag romance takeover readathon light, like that'll be your hashtag, or you pick the dark. Then you pick the prompts you want. So you could do only 6 dark prompts and all the rest are the gray prompts or the light prompts. That's fine. You just pick an alignment. Then you can pick whichever prompts you want, like honestly. But you're just picking an alignment that you're going to put the hashtag on all of the posts you do or whatever, and that's the side that you picked, okay? That's all arbitrary. It's literally just for the fun part. You can fill the board with whatever prompts you want. I just wanted to have it kind of be like, people could make it darker and read all like mafia books if they wanted to, or they could read all small town romance and just pick the lighter ones for it if they want to, So you can absolutely pick what you want. Just pick a side. But then you can pick whatever prompts you want. Like, it's totally fine. You can do whatever, but just pick a side and then fill it however you want. Really stupid question, but as an Italian, I have to ask, is Italian accent actually sexy? Because there are a lot of boos where the H is Italian and I'm questioning it. Oh, there are a lot of books. Well, we had an Italian exchange student when I was in 11th grade, and I thought his accent was sexy. We would make him say things in his accent. So people find certain things sexy all the time. Sometimes you just need to rant. When you want to scorch earth, I write in my rant book. Oh, I love that. I mean, I do have friends to bitch to who will be nice to me, so it's great. A rant book sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I love it. Okay, I'm doing the lips, and then we're closing it down. Any last words? Bye, Heather Lee. But yeah, you guys are the best. Bear with me as I try to do some YouTube shorts over the next month and see if it appeases the fucking YouTube gods. And yes, make sure you hit the bell. I'm sorry. But here's the thing. You can choose notifications on your app, but then like turn the notifications off on your phone for it. And then you'll get the notification in your YouTube inbox, but you don't have to get it on your phone. All right. Thank you all so much. Ooh, that's a little intense, but thanks for indulging me and being my friends this morning. And I will see you in some videos. I got some good ones coming out. There's a book tag coming out tomorrow that I did with some friends. So it was cool. It's a pretty big collaboration. So that's exciting. And then I filmed a breeding kink recommendations that will be going up Friday. And then these videos I'm filming today will go up over the weekend and next week. So yeah. All right. Thank you, friends. You're so great. I love you all so dearly. I mean it. And we'll chat again soon. Okay. Bye-bye.